Welcome to my predictions of the Austrian Grand Prix. I think it will be an interesting and intriguing Grand Prix. 20th is Franco Colapinto. He had a great quali in Canada, but the Alpine strategist just really mixed it up, and he has good quali pace, but when you see his race pace, it's nowhere near good enough to get points, so P20 for me. 15th is Behrman. Last time round in Canada, for Haas, you think they're going to have a really, really good weekend, maybe. One gets in points, one's just outside, like last weekend. But this weekend for me, I don't think it will be their best. I don't think it's their strongest race. Normally they're quite good in the straight tracks. So I'm going to go P19 for Oliver Behrman. 18th is Stroll. Stroll just doesn't have the pace to compete in F1 for me. I mean, the car is good, as you see. Alonso's getting points. I think Stroll really needs to up his game. I don't think he will in Austria, but Silverstone could be the different equation. But in Austria, for me, it is going to be P18. I don't know, he's just not good enough, 17th place is Esteban Ocon. Like I said with Ollie Behrman, with Haas, you think they have a good race and street tracks and stuff, but then they always drop down in some races. You never know with Haas though, they could rip out a podium. I'm joking, but I think 17th for Ocon. 16th is Liam Lawson. I don't know if he will find his momentum in this race. Continue as enough, he will improve from the last race. He'll pick up here. I think this will be encouraging, not because it's a good result, but he finishes the race. So, yeah. And I think Silverstone will be where he uses his end product. So, 16th for Liam Lawson in Austria. 15th is Pierre Gasly. He's in the worst car, mate. He should be driving for at least an Aston Martin. He's such a good driver, honestly. At least Williams. He's such a good driver, mate. He should be in a better car. I think 15th is all he can do in Austria with that car. He could get points, but that would be a miracle for him at this point. 14th is the FIA Formula 1 World Championship leader. I don't think Piastri have a good race. It's probably be his only race without points. You never know in Formula 1. There could be one bad race for McLaren. I think this will be the race. Like last year, he had a bad race in Miami. I think this won't be his strongest race. He could get points, but for me, it's closest to P14, P15 than points. Alexander Albon in P13. Williams, it will be that average last season. It will be last season. This will be a good weekend for them. They haven't had the best form the last couple of races. I don't know what it is, but I think that drop in form will continue. Silverstone will be a turning point, I think, for lots of teams in the World Championship. But I just think some teams won't have the best race, like the Williams and the Haas. 12th is Hadjar. Solid race, climb up a few positions. He had a good finishing spot. I think he might be 4 seconds behind 11th. I don't know, just off of the points. Solid race for the RB, and that's really what I think. 11th is someone who's in the last 2 races got Q1 exits. So, and he never had that in his career before. So I think he'll have a good race, P11. To be honest, I don't know, but Alexander Albon has completely outperformed Carlos Sainz this season. I thought it would be Sainz outperforming Albon, but it's not actually. So, for me, everybody would say the whole Williams team is doing really well, but I think Sainz is underperformed in my opinion. 10th, Gabriel Bortoleto, first points of the season. As you probably would figure out that I have put a double Sauber finish. Solid race for the Sauber, to be honest. I think they're going to have their best race of the season. Third actually. The second best race of the season, yeah. Gabriel Bortoleto is going to have his best race of the season. He's going to be amazing, I think. Climbing up at least 4 positions or something like that. Hulkenberg and P9, another solid race, 3rd point scoring opportunity in a row. Probably make this, yeah, I think he's going to be solid this race. He's going to be amazing. Solid normal performances. Same performance as me as Canada, and good race for him. Yates is Kimi Antonelli after his first podium finish. I think he needs to come back down to earth. I know he's a great driver. A podium is a lot, so he needs to calm down. And I don't think he'll come down just yet, but if he comes down, I think he can get high, but 8th for me. If he doesn't come down, I don't think he will yet, just yet. 7th is Charles Leclerc. To be honest now, I could just say this is a normal Ferrari race, and I will say it's just a normal Charles Leclerc race. Lonely race for him. Move up a couple positions, like he did before. It's just a normal race for him, really. 6th is Fernando Alonso. He'll probably be mewing after this race. He's going to have another, like Hulkenberg 3-point scoring opportunities at 3-point scoring in a row. He's a solid driver. Get a solid result in P6. He's going to be really happy with that. Then his qualifying will start turning into his race pace. With his Yuki, I think he could do something at Red Bull's home track. It's not just Red Bull bias. I feel like it will be a good Red Bull result for both drivers, to be honest. I think they both get a strong result. I mean, you never know. Yuki Tsunoda could whip out a podium as well. It's Red Bull's home race. He really wants to do something, you know. 4th is going to be Hamilton, and this will be his best race of the season. For me, better than Imola. I think, like Imola, he should have finished 6th in Imola. So, in this race, I think he's going to get a solid P4, mate. He's actually going to deserve this P4. And, yeah, positive race for him and Ferrari. I think Lando Norris will bounce back from that crash and get a podium. P3, not that front row. To be honest, yeah, I think that's possible for him. I think he'll be happy with a podium after Canada, the disappointing race. So he bounced back. For me, I have a feeling he will, and cheers to him. P2, George Russell, another brilliant result. What can I say? Probably be like the last one, just be like Max in the Canadian Grand Prix. Stay P2, be P2. To be honest, that's why I think that it will be now in a couple of races, just like that. So, hope he gets a good race in P2. I think he will get. P1 is Max. I think George and Max will swap around this race. I'm not just saying because I love Max. I am actually confident in him this time. I am so confident that he will win. It's Austria. I know he doesn't win all the time, but I really have a feeling that he will definitely win in Austria. He's just so good. This will be his 3rd race win. This will be the revival of Max Verstappen, the revival of the championship hunt. For me, in my opinion, this will be the turning point of the FIA Formula 1 2025 World Championship. This will change everything. This